Coming up this morning on Daybreak, Greene County election training begins this week. We'll show you how the county is preparing. And COVID-19 has impacted all aspects of the economy, especially the travel industry. One woman has applied to 500 jobs. We'll have her story in just a couple minutes. Also this morning, it is the 22nd annual Boobapalooza, how the event benefits the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. We are live out there. We'll check in with Kevin and Liz, who you're looking at right there in just a couple minutes. These stories and more this morning right here on Daybreak. Good morning. Thanks for starting your Friday with us. It is October 23rd. I'm Jennifer Abreu. Let's check in with meteorologist Beth Finello this morning. We are watching a cold front. Beth, it is coming in cold.
So cold.
It will stay cold for the next few days.
We're playing a game, and I want you all to play at home, okay? It's called Find the Cold Front. You're going to look at my maps, and you're going to tell me where the cold front is. It should be pretty easy to find, especially on the temperature map. We're starting off this morning with a couple of showers also associated with this front. Seeing some showers now heading into Springfield, so I do expect wet roads as you head out the door this morning. Not much going on right now, but let's play it. Where's the cold front? Do you see it? It's draped from Lake Ozark down through Stockton and over towards Joplin, where it's 49 degrees, 43 in Clinton, 57 in Lake Ozark. This front will continue to push through the Ozarks this morning. So while you're heading out the door in the 60s, behind that front is temperatures in the 50s and in the 40s. So we've got those rain chances this morning. You are going to need your umbrella and your rain jacket. You're going to need to bundle up because we've got those 40-degree temperatures this afternoon. I expect wet roads this morning. We do have a couple of shower chances through the afternoon, so I gave it the yellow light instead of the red light. We've got those shower chances this morning. We've got shower chances through about lunchtime. Notice temperatures dropping back into the 40s by lunchtime. So here's what you're going to need before you head out the door. Your rain jacket, your regular jackets, all the jackets. You're going to need your umbrella, your mask, your phone, your keys, and of course your wallet as you're heading out the door. Check this out. I wanted to give this countdown. 8 days, single digits until Halloween, 34 until Thanksgiving, 64 until Christmas. We've got a lot to talk about this morning, and we'll do more on that in just a few minutes.
All right, Beth, thank you. And this morning is the 22nd annual Boobapalooza. The event benefits the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. Caller 10's Nija McDonald is live out there this morning for us. Nija, good morning. What is going on for Boobapalooza, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, Jen, well, good morning. It is an exciting time, as you mentioned. This is the 22nd annual Boobapalooza, and all you have to do to help is come to Coyote's Adobe Cafe hungry. Now, I am joined with Kevin and Liz from 98.7 The Dove. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good Friday.
So talk a little bit about Boobapalooza and what it means for you guys.
You know, this is, as you said, our 22nd annual. We've been doing this for 22 years right here at Coyote's Adobe Cafe. Dave Bauer, the owner here, has made it possible every single year for 100% of the proceeds to go right to the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as you know. Check yourself. And we do this not only to raise money for BCFO, but to raise awareness. Because as we all know, 1 in 8 women are going to be diagnosed with breast cancer at one point or another in her life. I mean, those are the facts. But early detection makes it so survivable. And that's what we're all about here at Boobapalooza, is making women aware that they need to take care of themselves, they need to get themselves checked. And if you can't afford a mammogram, there's people like the BCFO out there that can help you. That's what they do.
And so what time will today's breakfast begin?
7 a.m. we're going to start serving it up, and we hope to see you out here. $10 will get you breakfast, and of course, again, it's a 100% donation to BCFO, so we would really appreciate it. Even if you don't feel comfortable coming in or staying, we can meet you at your car if you'd like. Yeah. And we're behind a glass bubble, so we can't infect you in any way.
Yeah, and think about, if you can't make it at all, you can always go to bcfo.org. Just make a $10 donation, and maybe you have a friend or a family member that's struggled or dealt with breast cancer. And
don't we all?
You know, everybody does. $10, bcfo.org. Do it for the day and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for the Ozarks.
We've got some gators out here too, the Kevin and Liz gators that have been, you know, highly sought after. And we would just love to see your face. Every year we typically get survivors that will come back year after year. It's kind of a reunion, and I'm telling you, there's something very special about a woman who has survived breast cancer.
Yeah.
And so there's a real magic during this, event, and I look forward to that every year for sure.
Me too, Liz.
Well, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
And as Kevin and Liz mentioned, the breakfast will kick off at 7 o'clock this morning. You can stop by. $10. All of those funds will go towards BCFO. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
Do it.
Caller 10 is your local election headquarters, and Greene County is expecting 80% voter turnout on November 3rd. Training for those who run polling places in Greene County begins this week and runs through next week. About 500 people have volunteered to be regular election judges. 160 of those are supervisory judges. There are 2 supervisory judges per location, 1 Republican and 1 Democrat. Greene County Clerk Shane Scholler says they have big responsibilities on Election Day.
They help resolve a lot of the issues that occur during the day, like if, for example, a voter has moved, they help determine if the voter's at the right polling location. They actually, together, bring those results back to the courthouse.
Scholler says the long lines that you might see on voting day could be deceiving because of social distancing rules, and he advises voters to be patient and says the judges will help things go more quickly and run smoothly. And Governor Mike Parson was out in Kansas City yesterday checking out a space there, and he says the 225-acre site is an example of how his administration has worked with federal officials to potentially bring more jobs to Kansas City. Election days will be his first election day running for governor. He stepped into the role in 2018, replacing Eric Greitens after his resignation.
To do a site like this, to be able to get the EPA, the DNR, to move as fast as they have is pretty remarkable, and it says a lot about agencies cooperating with each other.
It's also the first governor's race for State Auditor Nicole Galloway. She says she has been energized with the amount of youth support she has had while campaigning. She says one concern stands above others as it relates to differences between her and Governor Parson. 2 of the industries hardest hit during the pandemic are airlines and travel-related businesses. According to NPR, air travel is down 70% since the start of the pandemic, and hotel occupancy rates have drastically decreased as well. And according to Business Journal's, Expedia, one of the world's largest travel platform, is now beginning its 3rd wave of layoffs this year alone. A woman who's been working in the travel industry for decades says she's been through a couple of tough times where the travel industry has taken a hit, for example, after 9/11 back in 2001. But nothing has been as big of a hit as this one, she says. Since March, Carrie Scott has applied for almost 500 jobs in the past few weeks.
So $1 billion in sales went down to $1 million in sales. Our retirement's gone, our insurance is gone, the unemployment. Are we supposed to go get a job at McDonald's and start fresh? Is that going to pay our mortgage? Is that going to pay our car payments, our medical insurance? Is that going to pay, all these things? No, it's not. Is that going to put food in our families' mouths? No.
Scott says she heard from other travel industry employees, and they don't foresee the industry going back to normal until 2022. Well, throughout the month of October, our digital team has been taking some people you see here on Color 10 every day to local haunted houses as part of our yearly tradition. This is season 2 of our Frightly News. Their next victim is our reporter David Chasanoff, and he visited the Fear Factory in Mountain Grove. And here's a quick preview of that.
Hello. I am David Chasanoff with OzarksFirst.com doing Frightly. Oh my God! Doing Frightly News. I do not. Oh my God! In the 1st grade, I was a bit of a bad kid, but the Blackhawks, they'll give you a win once in a while. I'm a pretty good job. Is that the owner? Is that the owner who was laughing at me? Holy crap! I'm sorry, I can't say that on camera. You're doing a good job at your acting, man. Really appreciate the work you're doing. Do I smell amazing? I put on cologne today, so thank you.
This is going to be hilarious. I can't wait to watch the whole thing. They didn't give him a break, it looks like. It was back to back. Well, this is online right now on our website, ozarksfirst.com. They drop every Wednesday and every Friday until Halloween, until next week. And this year, because of COVID, most of our people are going alone or with someone who they live with or a significant other. And they're asked random questions as we go through the experience. I did one. Nija did one, and now David is dropping today. Last year, Beth did one, but she's not doing one this year. So head on over to ozarksfirst.com, find Frightly News. Beth, why didn't you do it this year?
Because I went to Fear Factory last year. Same place as Nija and David, and I cried. Okay? It's pretty scary. The clown didn't tell me I smelled nice.
Oh, you know what's scary? This cold front looks scary to me this morning.
The cold front's coming in. It's going to be cold as you head out the door. You're going to need your jacket and your umbrellas. We'll talk more on that after the break.